has changed since these two met in Super Bowl 34, and off we go between the Rams and Titans. That'll be taken in the end zone.
I ain't played Madden in I don't know how long. Tell you the truth. It's been a minute.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. Here's Tannehill. It's caught.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I still got it a little bit.
We have seen
Just a little bit.
And we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now, listen, right? They blitzing off of that right side where my X in that circle at. Watch this. You got one dropper and then one with the name.
Following the fumble recovery. Gone. Oh, he's going to take a
That's on me, and I still caught it. Oh, no. Gee, that's crazy.
Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure,
Yo, Nick, what up, dude?
Come
on, bro.
Playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
My God. I ain't got no run. He probably in the zone. He gotta be in the zone. Like there ain't no way about it. He gotta be in the zone. Double. Pick up.
They sack him back at the 42. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
Who is it?
Just beating the play clock is gone.
You know, I'm about to just leave it open and then think I ain't gonna pass it to it. Tripping, better man.
Deep into Tennessee territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After getting that
hey,
on the first drive of the game,
y'all better block.
The momentum go 3 and out. They're able to avoid
my mama.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but
he think I'm going inside. Oh, good try to rip. Hey, and I said a double on him, I think, too. I don't know if it was him for sure, but I think I did.
Hey, you guys got some turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. Back to throw. Gone.
Throw it!
Finally, he'll be forced to go down, just protecting the football, hitting the turf. It's a sack.
So y'all just act like I ain't had nobody wide open, bro. Y'all tweaking.
But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal.
I don't know if I took this thing. I ain't about to throw no pick.
How do you do as he gets in there for the sack? Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because When he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every
Come
team
on.
has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Let me see what he's doing. He got 3 receivers. Where he at? All right. Reggie, hold it down, man.
Last time they coughed it up, led to a field
Watch the run.
fortunate that it only led to a field goal.
Let's get it. I don't play that. You just can't do no. You mean you can't run. If you gonna pass it, I'm gonna pick it or throw it out of bounds, bro. In fact, hold on.
They recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. It's a big run that time by Henry. 44 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll toss it to Henry. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
And we saw the result, negative yardage. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
You got to be ready. Two.
After the interception, here's gone. It's holding by Brandon Cooks. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Here we go. Hey, watch this. Check Mike. Mike. Ric Flair. Here we go. Kill. Hey, 76. 76. Check the.
Now Goff on 1st down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little...
And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 31 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take this one all the way.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Derrick Henry. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, over. Pilot, 64, we
From the 30 on second down, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Aaron Donald with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Line 20.
The Rams take over first. 54 Mike. Check.
Goff on first down. And this is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10, touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley. 77 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Down. 10-2 stop. Hey, 2.
Play action. It's Tannehill. He's going to look deep down the field. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down.
Tight end right. 3 down. Hey.
They are going for it. It's Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead, escaping the pressure. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense.